Okay, while we're loading into the game, hopefully it's connected. Okay, should be fine, the screen should be fine. Welcome to part 27! Woo! Last time we made our way to heimdallr, which will be our next field exercise, and we of course got our first set of requests. Here we are! Loaded right into the game this time. Hopefully things look fine on the stream. I don't know, because the quality for the TV when it comes to OBS is a little off.
All right.
Very well.
I shall go.
I'm up.
Okay, the game's fine. Oh, there we go. That's alright. It was a little quieter than I thought it'd be. Get your news here, Imperial Chronicle. Hey there, name's Chris. Nice to meet. Why, it's a Chris. From Celtic? Wait, I remember this kid. Yeah, I suppose he's doing well. So, yeah, the child that handed us that newspaper in Coldsale 2 is here selling newspapers. Anyway, we're here on Vancouver Street because we want to get our hands on things. Like, say, I don't know, weaponry. That can be useful. Also, we should probably exchange our Sabbath Mass. Get all of ourselves better weapons. Oh yes, weapons and armor, so... Would be the same for you, but less agility? Oh, okay. Yeah, pardon me. We'll sort out armor at a later point, I think. Or, rather, and pardon me, on the barb. Or rather, we could head over to the boutique. Anyway. Shop. We can get a flat cap for Emma. We can also get silver hair for guys if we really want to. Right, so 3 of these. And 3 of these. 3 of these. And 3 of these. There we go. That will be our equipment sorted out. Gold jacket is better. Although we are taking out some evasion. It's fine. It'll be fine. This will help out, definitely. Right. Then, so yeah, Vancouver Street, this is mainly just, we are going around to do shopping. Plaza Bifrost has a bunch of stores. We can head in there for now, but the Imperial Chronicle building has got a sub-event, which is useful to go and at least do. Because Phoebe is here! Hey Vivi! Oh wait, are you working right now? Oh, Class 7! Welcome to the Imperial Chronicle's office. Field exercises, huh? Are you guys after the spies? Well, yes, but... Hey Phoebe, don't go talking about that out in the open! Sorry about that, Ashen Chevalier. I'm Phoebe's boss. We were told not to speak about this issue. That makes sense. But we're working with all the agencies involved, so we should still have a bit of leeway. Could you ask you to make an exception for us? Oh, for sure. I'll tell you guys everything. But what did I just say? Ah, sheesh. Even if we wanted to, we honestly don't really know anything. Oh, is that so? You're just holding out on us. Well, actually, yeah, we got nothing. The heimdallr military police have been dispatched a handful of times, and they found some evidence, but no arrests have been made. I tried interviewing their special investigation squad. The second I catch wind of them, they hightail it right on out. I see. Wait, you were doing that without my permission? Oh, Vivi. Are there about 100 agents? How come no one has been arrested yet? Especially considering the intelligence division is involved. Good point. What kind of evidence was it? Ah, well, mostly illegal guns and listening devices. I see. So there appears to be sufficient evidence. Guess we can use that info. Just try to keep all this inside these walls, okay? We will, you have our word. Thanks for the help. Well, Vivi, you certainly are a thing that exists. And of course, lastly, although we didn't, in terms of buildings, that really is worth going into because we didn't go to the Orbital store, but fair enough, we don't have to really, unless we want to sort out Orbital stuff. There's of course this place, the Bifrost Plaza, where there's a few shops about, like a bookstore if you really want to grab some of the books, and a general foods. But really, Vancouver Street is just here for the shopping purposes, while the requests are all in the other locations. So that means, and also the South Austria Highway if we want to head back towards the Field Excise Camp. So let's just go down the list. Next up, Festa Street. So now we're going to the locations that we couldn't go to in Cold Steel 1. This is Festa Street. It's a famous shopping area in the west part of Heimdallr. It has popular taverns, shops, and a famous bakery. That's why it smells so good. Seems like it's coming from that shop. It kind of reminds me of Morg's. We received a voluntary request from one of the residents here. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, let's go. Most of the guild branch should be somewhere on this block. I'll check it out just in case. Good on you, Ween. Good on you. So yeah. Nose, what is it today with my nose? So of course there's a bunch of places here. There's a tavern and inn which has a sub-event, Holy Flats Apartments which we need to go to. There's a private home there, a bakery, a Herschel's general store. I wonder whose family members are there, huh? Anyway, first thing first, tavern and inn for the sub-event. What do we have going on here then? A tavern. First place anyone should go to ask around. Well then, shall we? They asked if anyone had seen any suspicious people recently. Well, something strange did happen this morning. Just this morning? Stop holding back and just tell us already. Haha, okay, I'm not trying to hold out on you or anything. 4 tourists were staying here. They didn't seem to be on vacation. They didn't even let us service their room. And it was always locked. Honestly, don't even know how often they were in there. They paid up this morning and left. I mean, they paid, so I don't mind, but that is suspicious. Considering the situation, they could be from the Republic. Yeah, let's make a note about this. Thank you so much. So, definitely some suspicious activity to be sure, but nothing else really of note. Oh, pardon me. Head up here and we get to see that this is the West Branch for the Bracer Guild. Currently there's nothing attached to it, so it's just a building. Also, pardon me. Isn't this area? It's not private residence. Where is this place? There aren't any signs, but is this? Yeah, this is one of the 2 Bracer Guild branches here in Heimdallr. I've heard of there being guild branches here before, but they were forced to close after those terrorist attacks. We now believe Ouroboros was behind the terrorism. However, after the attacks, the Imperial government ordered the indefinite closure of both guild branches. So it's the same as the other places. Yeah, pretty much. So Saren Fee. It's the same as it was in Crossbow. But even then, they chose that path. And this time, the situation might improve with the Guild's corporation. We have to expect good things to come from that. Instructor. He's right. Yeah. Bracers will be forever looked on more favourably in Erebonia.
Look at the name on the sign.
Oh, yeah. Herschel.
Might as well head on in then. Hey, welcome. What would you like to... Is something wrong with us? Oh no, I just noticed that you look like you're not from around here. We're the local general store. Most of our customers are regulars, so it's rare to see new faces. I see. You have a very interesting setup here. Oh, that's our trading area. We built it by popular demand. If you've got something you don't need, you can trade it in for something else. People really love it. There's tons of interesting stuff, so please take a look. I see. Well, if you insist. Don't buy too much. Seems like the locals really rely on this store. It's a nice place. We might get another opportunity to come back here and talk. So yeah, we can buy an ODB brush here for Gaius, and we can also buy gold hair for Ween, if we really want to. A wasabi pecky is a thing that we can also buy. Of course, the current form of the Imperial Chronicle, where it's like, Duke Kyan sentenced. Fair enough. We can also get our hands on some Black Kitty ears, and even some Wild stuff there. And the more general items that you can get in a general store. I actually am going to preemptively just buy a couple of Tyrrell bombs, just to make sure I've got more than enough. You know, we haven't talked to this person here, called Martha. I got 3 boxes of tomatoes, 2 cases of onions. Oh yeah, and Satsuki wanted to get some matcha from the east. We need to find a way to get some. I'm starting to get really pumped. She really gets into her job. Huh, I feel like I've seen her before. Oh, could it be? Well, anyways, Fred and Martha, have fun with your general store. We're off to the actual location we need to go to, which is the Holy Flat Apartments. First things first, we can head into this room and investigate A Life of Tomatonio Part 3. If you want to grab all the books, then you will need to read that. Although you are breaking into Satsuki's home. Well, we just heard of that person's name earlier. Anywho, up here is where we actually need to go. Where Bernard? Huh, where did he go? Could he have been in an accident that wasn't his fault? I doubt it. Excuse me, are you Bernard? We're from Forsbrand's campus. We received your request. Ah, so you're the ones the City Hall sent to help. I've been waiting for you. Anyway, can you just get right to it? Please calm down. He seems really upset. Well, pardon me. Yes, this must be urgent. Let's hear what he has to say. We heard this request regards a missing family member. Can you elaborate? My little guy left yesterday and he hasn't come back yet. I looked up and down Fester Street, but I couldn't find him. Chucky, where have you gone? I see. We'll start searching right away. Hey, at least give us some clues or something. Well, he likes playing in water. Okay, fair enough. And high places. High places? Yeah, like streetlights. Okay. He must be a really hyper child. Huh? What are you talking about? Chucky's my cute little parakeet. Yeah, it's not a child, it's a bird. Wait a minute. So it's not a family member, just a parakeet. Excuse me? How rude. Chucky is an important member of my family. His orange head, his pretty turquoise body. Oh, and his yellow wings are just so lovely. And anyway, please find him. I'm worried sick. Seems to be misunderstood. But nonetheless, he's clearly distraught. What do you say, guys? Well, obviously we should help. Family is family. Let's help him. Yeah, we can't just leave him like this. But really? Thank you! Don't thank us yet. We have no idea where he is. Well, given that he's a bird, he could be just about anywhere. Did you purchase this parakeet from a pet shop? Yes, we met 3 years ago. Been so happy since the day he came home with me. I see. Shadoween, why did you ask about that? Well, generally speaking, smaller birds can't fly as far. If you caught him in the wild, it might be a different story, but if he was kept indoors, he probably hasn't gone too far. I see, and he's only been gone since yesterday. He must still be in Heimdallr, maybe even still on the west side. Yeah, I have a good feeling about this. And you said he likes water and streetlights. It might be a good idea to look for him in areas that have fountains. I have a few ideas of where we can look. His name is Chucky. He has an orange hair, green body, and yellow wings. Yep, that's right. Thank you, everyone. Good luck. An empty nest has begun. We'll go and do that while we explore the other areas. For now, that's all we'll be doing on Fester Street. So next up, Lycia District. As we are going down the list. Oh, trouble breathing through the nose, rugby. I sound all bunged up. I actually do, legit. I think I sound. So this is where Kurt lives. What a great view. And look, there's washing water. That would be an aqueduct, you know. Ah, aqueducts. A way to transport water from one place to the other. They don't call this the premier educational district of Heimdallr for nothing. The museum that submitted the required request is also here, correct? Yes, at the top of this hill. And the Imperial Academy is right nearby, so this area is usually packed with students and staff members. A number of manufacturing companies also have their headquarters here. Which includes Revealt & Co. That is true. For instance, a maker of fine musical instruments, the Revealt company is right over there. and Lake Lore Company, which makes fishing equipment. Haven't heard of either one. Wait, without? You mean that icicle woman? Well, just because she's got the same name doesn't necessarily mean she's related. Just because I happen to have a surname that is quite common does not make me... Actually, a better way to say this would be, just because your friend happens to have a surname of someone that happens to be popular does not suddenly mean that they're related. So you do get egg on your face if you ask that sort of question to them while you're in school, and then you get embarrassed because you just assumed things that aren't true.
As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee.
Thanks for the voice for the flashback. I see, so that's the store. Oh wait, didn't we run into a lake lord a while back? Yes, he was Instructor Ween's classmate, Kenneth. We met him in Crossbell. And he got giant fish for Celine that time. I don't know if he's there, but if you're interested, we can go check it out. Either way, we need to check out the museum later, and... we should start with the usual. Time to pay your dues. Find the training hall, also known as Kurt's home. You're going to introduce us to your parents, right? Fine, it's not like I have anything to hide. Except the turned into a cat thing. Training hall is just around the corner. If we're going, then let's get this over with. Yay! Alright, let's go. Alright, well, we got multiple places to go into. There's also a private home here if you really want to go and break into people's homes. But let's do this in an orderly fashion. There's the Revealed Company place. We can head in here and we can shop. Oh, aren't you Ween, Elliot's old classmate? You're Elliot's friend from the Music Academy, right? Oh yeah, flashback to Constant 1. Well, long time no see. Do you work at the Revealed Company now? Yes, I'm actually part of the Symphony Orchestra too, but I'm still the rookie of the group. I'm working here part-time for now. I see. Got a really rough road ahead. Good luck. I'll be rooting for you. Thank you. I need to keep working hard so I can fulfill my promise to play with Elliot someday. In here we can get a gift for Muse and a Melody Charm, which is an Arts plus 20 and Prevent Sleep, Nightmare and Confuse. Actually, we've got quite a few gifts right now. Maybe we should start sending them to people. Right, okay, so let's see. I think these ones I can't even give at the moment. I consider this the right amount of time. Okay, so from this point forth, anything that's for like the old class 7, we have to wait until we've got them again. As for everyone else, they're with us, and we've got some of the gifts that I should have given a while ago to people. This is a book about Erebonian sports. Yeah, you seem to be good at sports. Thought you might like reading about them. Well, I do have a certain interest in them, but thanks. A little bit of a boost and a strength increase for Yuna. Card gets this blue leather book cover. A blue leather book cover, and a fine one at that. I like it. Haha, right? I just thought a gift like this might suit you. You're always thinking of others, instructor. Anyway, thank you very much for the present. And we got Kurt to a full 5 stars. How lovely. And his odds increased by 10. That's not exactly the best there. Iris in Fantasyland is given to Altina. Is this a picture book? I've seen this title before. Yeah, it's popular among kids and adults alike. Even just looking at the pictures is fun. There's a lot of animal characters, and one of them is named Black Rabbit. Gee, I wonder why we gave it to Altina. Black Rabbit, I see. I feel as though I might relate to it. Now that my interest is piqued, I'll be sure to examine its contents. She seems to be happy about it. I'm glad. And health increased by 100. Not much, but it might be enough to survive an attack. A Starry Night Minuet will be given to Muse. It's a nice small little music box. Oh, miniature music box. This is a perfect song to listen to with a loved one. Oh, whoops, sorry. I just picked it because I thought the song was nice. There's no need to be sorry. I shall accept your feelings with grace and poise. I am ready for you whenever you are. Okay, let's not read too deeply into this. And Muse's odds increased by 15. That is useful, actually. Thank you, game. Sadly, since we haven't really done much in terms of the fishing beyond when we had to fish for the red parch. Oh, never mind, we can't go to... Yeah, we can't go over to the Lake Lord place just yet, but we can head into the art cafe, since the game doesn't railroad us. And we can talk to the person here. Welcome, are you ready to order? This store is pretty popular, it seems like a good place to ask around. Alright, let's start asking people. And so they asked if there was any suspicious people about. Well, this happened a little while ago, but a part-timer at one of our other branches suddenly disappeared. Do you mean they went missing? Yeah, he just stopped coming to work, and when we went to his residence, we couldn't find him. He had books about the Republic, so we figured he was from Calvert. Bingo. We contacted the police, but they haven't found him yet. I was told not to talk about it in public. A part-timer who disappeared, just like a certain terrorist did 2 years ago. Anyway, we should definitely keep this in mind. Yes, let's continue our search. I believe we can even talk to this guy here. Professor, can I at least get a hint? That would defeat the purpose of this. Characteristics of Imperial culture, I feel like it's a pretty easy subject to analyse. So you know, the Professor's doing a little bit of a teaching to someone, just one-to-one in a cafe. Simple enough. Anyways, let's head to where we need to go, which is the Founder Training Hall. Sounds like training's occurring. So that's the headquarters of the Founder School, one of the 2 great sword styles of Airburnia. Sounds like they're practicing. We saw the training hall in Palm, but this one seems even more intense. Never would have known they've been relieved of their duty or whatever. Hey, Ash! Well, it's true, but it's not that the Founder styles become obsolete. If anything, since my father became head martial arts instructor of the Imperial Army, our numbers are swelling back to what they were. Oh, really? Evidently so, judging by the sound. That's the Matthias Fander, the Thunder God. Because everyone needs a nickname. I've never met him before.
There! Your guard's down. Your fundamentals are all over the place. You need to focus more on your core.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi-ya!
That sounds like a woman. And she sounds very strict. Maybe she's the acting master for this class. Yes, she is something like that. We should probably wait a little bit. In that case, shall we head to the museum first? Guess we gotta put this on the back burner. So we'll head to the Founder Training Hall in due time. But for now, well, not. So while we're here, is it required for us to? No, okay, yeah, no, it doesn't belong in the museum. It's the Imperial Museum one, so we'll just go about it in an orderly fashion. Anyway, the Lake Lord Company building. We can head on into here, and once the loading screen is done and all, we can talk to the receptionist. It seems you've come to enjoy some fishing. These products should be suitable for ones with your level of experience and skill. Please feel free to take a look. Did she see right through us? I think you're overthinking it. Right. Well, anyway, as per usual, we can buy things here that are to do with the whole fishing thing, but seeing as we're not really doing that, we'll just move along. Could also see Lake Lord II here. That's it. No Kenneth, sadly, but well. He's probably fishing somewhere. Anyway, those are all the buildings, so next location, the Imperial Museum. Which actually has a request for us to do. The Imperial Museum appears to be open. It's a huge museum with exhibits from not only the Empire but the entire continent. I've always wanted to come here to see all their historical documents, but I've never had the time. You're such a history dweeb. I've been there a few times myself, it's very impressive. The curators are really good at explaining everything. I see, now I'm kind of curious. Well, I hear admission is free, so why not have a look-see? Well, the ability to just hop into a museum at our own leisure, hey? Yeah, that's kind of nice. Well, a museum for anyone who happens to be in Heimdallr, but still. Wow, this place is pretty impressive. Appears to be fairly expansive. Yeah, I heard it takes a full day to see all their exhibits. For real? It's a shame we don't have time for that today. When our request client is here, we should check in with the receptionist. And who should our receptionist be, I ponder. Excuse me, we're here to see someone. Okay, zero guesses on who this person is. I can't believe such wild, passionate love could exist in this world. Oh no, if I'm not careful, I'm going to end up drooling all over this book. She's not even listening. I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Hey, Four Eyes, you listening? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was,
Oh?
Huh? Dorothy! I haven't seen you since you graduated.
It's good to see you again.
Huh? You know her instructor? You mentioned graduation. Does that mean you went to school with her? Yeah, she was a year ahead of me. Dorothy! Looks like she's in a... Seems she's working with the
Welcome.
museum.
I'm Dorothy, the curator here. I never guessed I'd be able to meet the famous branch campus students. I'd like to welcome you all to the Imperial Museum.
No, this is a museum, alright. Anyway. Now the introductions are out of the way, I hope. Oh, so you were in the same club as Emma then? That's right, I was the club president. We wrote a book together for the school festival. Oh, it really takes me back. I still keep in touch with her. She told me all about you guys at the branch campus. Oh, pardon me. Oh yeah? Good things, I hope. Ah, so you're the Dorothy from Thor's main campus. The very same Dorothy who wrote Love's Song of the Summer Grass. You know about that? I didn't even print that many copies. It's become a legend in certain circles. A story of two young men who go through misunderstandings and conflict, but end up nurturing a friendship that blooms into passion. It's truly an honour to be able to meet the author of such a masterpiece. I never thought I'd run into a true believer here. Oh, I'm so happy! I see. So she's one of those. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, she's the very picture of one of those kinds of people. We know what... Yes, welcome. We know of the word yaoi. Bravo. If she's in the electric club, that means she's the same as Ash. What? Do you mean he's... Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm only in the club because it's a perfect place to nap. Probably don't like to hear that, huh, Miss Bookworm? No, not at all. Naps are the best. Yeah. Oh, the image is coming to me. A young man napping by the windowsill in the library, surrounded on all sides by books. A man with ebony hair, well, a bit more orange because we gave him the hair dye there, I guess. Like the night sky, his teacher, and a lift boy with hair like the summer sky. His rival both arrive to check on him. Their eyes meet. I think that's enough slapstick being made by the game itself. But hey, you know. She works quick. What's even going on in that head of hers? Oh, what a lovely scene. It's simply perfect. Do you know what everyone's talking about? I don't think I want to understand. Well, glad to see she's as talented as ever. Well, anywho's... sorry about that. I try to keep my fantasies under control in public, but it was just so... anyway, the request was made by Wilk. He's one of the creators here. He should be waiting in the first exhibit hall. If you have time, please go and speak with him there. Got it. Thanks. I'll let you guys decide whether we take the request or not. But that aside, we should have enough time to take a quick glance around here. I agree, there's so many fascinating things here after all. No kidding, even this first one looks like it will be a lot of stuff to look at. All these exhibits have been changed out since the last time I was here. Yes, we changed the first exhibition room by the season. We have a different theme with a new set of displays every time. Think they're done training back at your home by now? Well, they should at least be on break soon. In that case, we should head straight there once we're done. Oh, before you go, I'd like to congratulate you for starting up the branch campus as well as founding the new Class 7. Hope your field exercises here on heimdallr go well. Oh, thank you. Thanks for your help, Dorothy. Well, enough of all that gay shit. Anyway, let's go. Okay, I should not word it like that. So yes, we can run around the museum to an extent. There's some visitors about. If we head over here, there's a small curtain that plays. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. So do I, but from where? Wait, is this the bell from Central Square and Crossbell? Yeah, now that you mention it, I remember seeing a dumb-looking bell like this one on the way to Governor General's shindig. No, this one's a little different. If I had to guess, I'd say it's one of Crossbell's 3 celestial bells. Now that I get a closer look, you're right, it does look different from the sun bell. I remember hearing the SSS mention a moon bell and a star bell. Must be one of those. First back to Ashore, where this was one of 3 bells utilized by various bad guys to cause all the shit that was going on in Ashore to happen. Yes, the pack says it's the Star Bell. Apparently it used to be on top of Stargazer's Tower, which means this is the one that was defended by Arian Road. Ah, my mind. The PTSD is coming back. I wonder if it was brought here for security reasons. When Crossbell declared its independence, the 3 bells resonated with each other and were used for a large-scale ritual. They separated the 3 of them to prevent such a thing from happening again. Well, it seems kind of complicated, but I guess it's for the best. Whatever, just looks like a big lump of metal to me. Well, to be fair, that's because it is, unless we actually do anything with it. We can also investigate to see what some of these things are, like the Agent Quarry statues. Carvings discovered in Agent Quarry in the North Highlands. So, you know, kind of cool, just to see some of this stuff. Hey, look, a Septian church symbol. And a whole bunch of other things. Oh, look at all. We can't actually go far around here. We don't have time to see other exhibits. I think we're even trying this way. No, wait. And we can even head to this door, which is locked, but clearly goes somewhere. Spoilers, we'll go that way in the future. Anyways, the guy that we need to talk to is here. Hello, person. Oh, but any chance, are you guys? You're from Ford's Branch Campus, Class 7, Special Ops. We got a request from a Mr. Wilk. Ah, that's me. Thank you so much for coming. Is it okay if I launch into the explanation right away? Whoa there, someone's real eager. Currently we're on duty patrolling the city. How long would you say this request might take? Well, the explanation should be quick enough at least. If you could spare a moment to hear me out, I'd appreciate it. Right, let's listen to it then. Sure, please give us the details. The request mentioned an artifact. What exactly is an artifact? Well, I hear it, they're gifts from the goddess given too early. Well, I'm supposed you know that. Put simply, they're any sort of object from the ancient civilian civilization. Many different artifacts have been found over the years, most of them are either broken or harmless, but, and this has been proven repeatedly throughout the series, there are ones that get found that can do things. Fun fact, the way that the Round of 7 works is through an artifact, so therefore, Oliver has some explaining to do next time he sees any member of the church. But anyway, this request means you found a new one. That's exactly right, it helps that you're so knowledgeable. Please come this way, I'll show you the object in question. So this is an artifact. It seems to be in very good shape considering it's over 1,000 years old. It was recently excavated from a basin in the northern part of the Empire. It was sent to us, but we thought it looked too pristine. So before we put it on exhibit, we wanted to make sure it wasn't alive. Alive? But it's a lamp. Oh, don't you understand? We just rub it and then a genie will come out and then we'll be able to make some wishes. First wish will obviously be just to get us out of some trouble. The second wish will be an attempt to save a princess, but then that'll go horribly wrong. And then after an evil guy tries to have control of it and uses it to become a genie, we'll use the third wish to free the genie, and then they get to be a summon. In 2 games. Artifacts can be separated into 2 categories. There are those artifacts which have lost their power and are non-functional. The other category is living artifacts. Those which continue to function and exhibit supernatural phenomena. Only artifacts from that first category are allowed to be exhibited in museums, for obvious reasons. Any artifacts that still work need to be handed over to the Septian Church for safekeeping. For real? That's pretty crazy. Wait, am I really the only one who didn't know this? Well, I can't say I had mention of artifacts is all that common, but even so, they do come up in the news every so often. Yeah, last time was something about some thief causing trouble. Damn it, Blue Blanc. You're very well informed. I'm impressed. There are many artifacts capable of producing effects far beyond our current levels of technology. If living artifacts are left out in the open, there's no telling what chaos they could cause. That's why every country on the continent has agreed to send them to be sealed away by the church. Huh, didn't know that was something the church even did. Well, Crossbell's one of the most modern cities around, so I wouldn't be surprised if old relics didn't come up much in conversation there. Well, I mean, if there are any about, they'd most likely be in the Moon Temple, Sun Fort, probably some part of the Age of Battlefield near the Sun Fort for that matter. Maybe within the swamplands near Michelin, because there hasn't been much development around there, as much, so So what is it you'd like us to do with this artifact? Well, we've run a few tests already and there haven't been any problems so far, but we have yet to test out in the field. We'd like to ask you to take this outside the city with you and see how it reacts. Ah, I think I understand. You're worried it might be activated in combat. So all we gotta do is take it with us and smack some monsters around. Piece of cake. That's right, if you can do that, our tests will be complete. From the sound of it, you guys have plenty of combat experience. Would you be willing to help us? We shall accept the request. Of course we would. Just leave it to us. Thank you so much. Here you go. We named the artifact the Eternal Heimdallr. And Reem receives it. That just looks like a land to me. Who named this thing? Yes, it is a rather interesting name. I think someone at the Academy just decided it sounded cool or something. Can you test it out and get back to us before noon? We'd like to put it on the exhibit for the Summer Festival. It's safe to do so. Understood. If we're going to test it, we should leave through the Southern Gate. Yes, sir. Maybe a good idea to complete our other business in the city before leaving. Yes, it might be indeed. So anywho, we shall head off. Yeah, pardon me. In the direction back to the Founder Training Hall. So that means Turbo! Whee!
I don't hear any shouting inside.
Oh no, they're all dead.
They must be taking a break. Let's go in.
Or that. They might just be taking a break instead. I just think it's fun to just assume silence just means, oh no, people are dead. They're not taking a break, they're just standing there waiting to strike. And I think I need to sort this bin bag out. I think it's actually gotten full. Ah well. This is Fanda's. It's much bigger than the training hall in Palm. Well, this is the HQ of our school. Oh, Master Kurt! Ah, Master Kurt, you're back! I'm glad to see you're doing well. I'm home, Fawn. Wayfon. Isn't one of the characters in Kyoto called Fawn? Oh, that's like one of the few things about Kyoto I know. Because, actually, I do have a picture to explain why I may know one or two things about Kyoto, or even before Daybreak releases. And it's a real annoying reason, but ah well. But please don't call me Master. But why not? That's what you are, aren't you? Oh, who are they? Nice to meet you. We're Kurt's classmates. We're with Force Military Academy's branch campus. It's a pleasure to meet you. Wow, so many cuties. I'm jealous. And that's... Pleased to meet you. We're passing by, so we wanted to say hello.
Welcome to the Vander Training Hall.
And along comes this person.
Welcome back, Kurt. It feels like it's been forever since you were last here.
We'll let the game explain who it is.
Oh, she certainly is beautiful.
She your sister? She's pretty fine.
I have returned home, mother.
Bravo, Ash. Bravo.
Mother?
I guess we should argue that means Kurt's mum has got it going on. If we want to then quote the rest of that song, fair enough. Fair enough.
You're shitting me.
A stepmother, perhaps? No, they look too similar.
Hey, come on now, guys. Don't be so rude. You just met her.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you in Class 7. Kurt's told me so much about you in his letters.
Panning shot. This is Oria Vander, Kurt's mother.
I am Matthias Vander's second wife, Aurier Vander. I'm so glad you could stop by.
And yes, indeed, a second wife. That means the first one's gone. Oh no. I see, so Laura was here shortly before. Kind of vague the training hall in Palm. Yeah, she came here to be a temporary teacher. The pupils and I enjoyed her visit quite a bit. Oh yes, we heard a woman's voice from outside earlier. Does your mother also teach? Yes, she was trained in the art of the sword. She and my father and brother trained me from a very young age. I see. That's Stern voice. The headmaster of the Vander school, also known as the Storm Watcher, because they all need a nickname. I never thought that she could have been Kurt's mother. I used to be called that when I was younger. This was before Kurt was born. So you're pretty good, huh? Well, it seems like you have your obstacles with all you guys scattered around. Hey! No, it's true. Father became the head martial arts instructor of the Imperial Army, but he was called to Guardia Fortress and isolated from the Empire. My brother is in the North Highlands, my uncle is at Orvox Fort. That sums up the Vander family's current situation. Kurt. Yes, that's right, but I won't allow us to be swept away by the past. There are many disciples of Vander all over the Empire, not just Palm. Many people still support us, including the Arseed School. Our duties may have been lost, but we must still do what's right as Vanders. Do what you must do. Kurt, you should find your answer for yourself. Spend time in Class 7 of the branch campus, where you chose to go. I believe you'll be able to achieve your goals in the capital. Mother. Yes, I will do my best. I feel like I've played. I could have played enough games by now where I could probably tier list like all the mothers in games and be like top tier, 100%, that one, and then like, oh, you know what? Who's the worst? Oh, this one. They're abusive. They're shy. Why do I see a Discord notification on my computer but not on my phone? That seems weird. Well. She's beautiful, strong, and there's just this dignified aura about her. The Stormwatcher. I say she certainly lives up to her title. She's certainly my type, but I doubt I'll ever be on her level. Ash, don't go bang Kurt's mother. That's... Please don't talk about my mother like that. Yeah. Oh boy, okay, Ash, you calm down. But anyway, I do admit she is an amazing person. She's not just my mother, my brother, father, uncle. They're all accustomed to the Vander way. little cur training with 2 wooden sticks. It's why I can't accept things the way they're going now. I won't go along with Chancellor Osborne and the Emperor's methods. Ah, cut. Aho, a traitor, are ye? I apologize for taking up your time. Let's get going. Special op missions, spy investigations, we need to accomplish both. That's right. We should make our rounds before we tackle those requests. Yes. What a pain. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Yeah! So we shall now be leaving this place. Oh wait, that's the banquet hall. My bad, that's the wrong place to go. Run past them all and head out the front. With that done, it's time to head to the Saint District. Of course, in Concept 1, we were only able to be there in the form of cutscene to go to the Saint Astaria, which is the school Elise and Alvin goes to. And Muse went to. Apparently. But anywho, we can now actually explore this area more fully because there's places here that we can go into. Yay! There's also some pigeons on the ground, which means I get my right to beat them up. Actually, you know what? No, that's just being mean to pigeons. Welcome to the Saint District. Wow! This place is awe-inspiring for sure. The Saint District. It's said that this area contains more history and tradition than anywhere else in the entire capital. Perhaps Muse would know more about this place than I? You attended a girls' school here? Only until last year. That is a cathedral, alright. Oh, there is the Heimdallr Cathedral, the crown jewel of all the churches in Heimdallr. There is a person called the head bishop, or head archbishop, who covers all the churches in Erebonia. So he's the head honcho priest then. Hey now. And of course over here is Saint Astaria. We won't be going in there at the moment. And over here is the famous Saint Astaria Girls' School. As you know, Elise and Princess Elfin attend that school. It certainly is a nice campus. Do you think they're in a class during the day? Yeah, most likely. Saint Astaria. It's been a while. And of course over here is a different building. Need we say more? Over there is one of the fanciest, most famous hotels in the capital. And way over there is the Embassy of the Republic of Calvard. Oh, didn't see that one coming. I see. So this is the embassy. I'm sure that with recent events, security has been bolstered. Without doubt, so marked by the Intelligence Division. Kind of curious to find out what's going on. Either way, I'd love to visit the cathedral and Saint Astaria. That sounds pleasant. Alright, let's take a look around. And take a look around we shall, as there's some event over at the Calvard bit, the cathedral and Saint Astaria. The game wants us to go and look at. However, we can also start doing the whole searching for a certain bird thing as it's here in the fountain. Oh, isn't that the parakeet? He matches the description. This is definitely the parakeet we are looking for. Alright. Wait. Sweet. And off it goes. Bravo, Yuna. Bravo. Ah, dang it. Yuna, he's a bird. You have to approach him gently. Heh, what a klutz. Shut your pie hole. Now, we couldn't have gone far. Let's keep looking. Is it just me? Which means now we gotta go looking around for it. Oh no! Except it's over here. Real easy to get to. So, anywho. There, the parakeet! Looks like he didn't go far. We need to be careful this time. What should we do? He's so high up, not even Ash can reach him. Nope, not even if I stretch my arm out. If only I could use my weapon. Beep! And it's off again! Bravo, you fuckers. Ash, he sensed your hostility. Huh, what hostility? Well, it looks like he went north. We shouldn't use weapons, he's just a baby bird. Yeah, I know. And you just look so sad in the cutscene, just... Aww. And now it's over here. Not so bad. Objective acquired. Parakeet located. Alright, we got it. Huh, this guy's... Peep, peep. It's yellow, which means it's a different parakeet. Huh? So what? Is it wild? I can't keep up with this crap anymore. That's what I thought. Let's make sure we don't mix them up. Yep, we can mix them up. We are dum-dums. And it might not even be anywhere we can get. It's... oh no, it is here. It's up this way. Good. It's decided to be up here. Ah, up there. On top of the streetlight. Mr. Bernard did mention he'd like to do that. What should we do? If I project my energy, I might be able to stop him, but he's pretty high up. Huh? You can do that. Didn't know you could do magic tricks. It's not a magic trick, it's will. Maybe worth giving a shot, but if you take too long, peep, and off it goes again. Oh no, it flew away again. This is harder than I thought. Perhaps if it came to ground level, we could capture it. Well then, it's a good thing that I've been heading kind of in that direction multiple times. Something seems off about this patch of bird. I found it. It's the parakeet. It's hiding among pigeons. I apologise. It seems it's difficult even on ground level. Let us proceed with care. They're animals. Once they sense our presence, they will fly away. Yeah, but what should we do? Sleepy. What? And it's flown off. The bird just talked. I know some of them can mimic human speech. Maybe it's a hint. Where would one who's sleepy go to? Let's go after it. Yes, where would it go if not the hotel? Hotel Falar. Ah, so close to Falor. And Ferris is here. Ah, hello everyone. Didn't know you would be in heimdallr. Ferris, it's so nice to see you. I'm opening a drink. So are you just visiting, or... Oh, I'm not on vacation. You see, this hotel is a popular place for business meetings. Here on business, huh? Impressive. Why, thank you. I'm just about to meet someone. And it looks like you're here on a mission. It seems you'll both have to perform hard duties at the highest level today. Her department store must be doing well. Forget stopping crime like we're doing. She's the real hero here. Dealing with that rich little punk must be a total pain in the ass. Anyways, where could the bird possibly be? Why, it's gone into a hotel room, of course. Hello, random guest. Don't mind us just barging in. A parakeet's decided to be in a bed. Hey, it's here. I would have thought he would be in a hotel bed. He said he was sleepy earlier, so I'm tired. Please let me rest. He's a parakeet that always stayed indoors. He's not used to flying long distances. As long as you didn't lose sight of him, I figured you'd catch him soon enough. Ah, I see. Oh, Instructor Reen, you tease, you. Should have told us earlier. Why did you want to run away in the first place? I'm sure his owner feeds him very well. Feed? Fruit? Looks like he's reacting to feed. Yeah, in that case, yeah, it's worth a try. You and the others picked out words to use with the parakeet, and they were able to get in close and capture it. Yay! Thank you! You guys are my saviors! Oh no, I'm just glad we were able to find him. It was harder than I expected. Squawk! Hello! Squawk! Food! Hurry! Make it fruit! Ah, I'm so sorry, Chucky. I'll get you something right away. Seems like he really lets the parakeet walk all over him. Oh, pardon me. Well, they both seem happy, so it should be fine. Oh, you guys, thank you. Please accept this. Oh, God. Okay, pardon me. Vitality droplets. Whoa, can we really have this? You poor Chucky home. This is nothing. We graciously accept. Just make sure he doesn't fly away again. Right, you got it. Thank you, everyone. And empty nest is complete. We get the mirror and we're now back here instead of where we want to be, in the Saint District. So let's head on back to the Saint District, shall we? For we need to go to the cathedral and Saint Astaria. Bursting through the doors, chiming in as we do. God, that'd be a much worse way of doing that. And, oh, it appears surface is going on. Looks like they were in the middle of mass. This place is really big. The cathedral on Orders was huge, but this one looks even bigger. Yes, and that person is the head of Ereborian Sebdian Church, Head Archbishop Sigmar. When Adios introduced the people to the land of misery, she said to them, "Live in the light, and be at peace with the darkness." She is not praising the darkness. It means that even when shrouded in darkness, tightly embrace any light you may find. even if it is merely thy neighbour. These are tough times we live in, and in these times our faith and love for our neighbours are tested. And so concludes morning mass. Thank you for your attention. I've been inside of churches before, but it was usually for school-related reasons. And not for because my family was religious. No, they weren't. Oh, they certainly are not. 100%. I think I'm the most religious of all when it comes to my immediate family. I could be wrong though. There could have been changes that I'm unaware of. Wow, those were such beautiful words. Yeah, I haven't heard anything that stirring in a while. Well, since we're here, we might as well do some worshipping. Good idea. Oh, please, Adios, give me bitches. Well, there's nothing else to do here, except talk to the various people that are about in the area if we really want to. So back into the Sanct District we go to Saint Astaria. And also get cutscened. That was a huge cathedral, but mass seemed normal. I did not detect anxiety from the congregation despite the situation. Yeah, I feel people who attend mass are usually like this. Perhaps the citizens haven't been informed about anything yet. Maybe it's for the better if it prevents panic. The Septian Church. I've got a bad feeling about this. Hello, Thomas. Flashback wise. Instructor? It's nothing. Let's go. Look somewhere else. Yeah, let's go. And down the steps we go on a beautiful morning as we make our way along. Padding short and look, that's Vita. She's on the roof.
The new Class 7. It seems like they've begun. I suppose I can leave them, Emma, and Grandmother to someone else.
So, Vita's keeping an eye on us then a little bit to an extent, but it's just going to leave it to Emma for after a while, so that's fair enough. Anyways, to the school! Yippee! Yeah, I should not be happy heading towards a school. I'm past that point, that's for sure. Here it is, Saint Astaria Girls' School. Oh wow, it's so fancy. So this is where Elise and the princess go to school. I kinda envy them. I can make sense of music going to school here, but it's rather difficult to imagine you here. Hey Ali, what are you trying to say? Well, ain't this just a nice little garden of sheltered, naive ladies? I bet one of them would do whatever you said if it fed them the right lines, including a certain someone's little sister. Hey Ash, you shouldn't say
This
such...
seems like an interesting conversation.
Well, here lies Ash, she's dead now.
Care to repeat that last comment? I didn't quite catch it.
Chill out, it was just a joke. Come on, man, you're cutting off the circulation.
The panic in Ash's voice at this moment. Like, this is Ween's true strength after all. Just being mean to Elise and you're done. You are so done.
This isn't the first time I've noticed it, but...
It's like his personality completely changes when it comes to Elise.
It doesn't even surprise me anymore.
I think the contrast between that and his normal self is just adorable.
Rain! And everyone else, too!
Speaking of, well, not the devil, but speaking of certainly angelic angel, I would argue, it's Elise! She's here.
Elise!
Which means, oh thank goodness, Ash's shoulder and other parts of that area of circulation are saved!
Well, speak of the devil.
She ain't a devil. Except Falcon certainly, but I know it's a saying.
I'd heard you were coming to Heimdall for your field exercises.
Who doesn't know at this
But
point?
I didn't expect I'd get to see you on the first day.
Yeah, we're on our way to our special op missions. I'm so glad that that bit with Ash is actually voiced for Wayne. Oh, thank God. But still, the amount of things I like, they don't voice for Wayne still just... How come we... No, wait, no, this is an NIS issue. NIS... But there's something I needed to ask you first. Teehee, I actually think seeing you was his main motivation. This is hardly difficult to believe considering his outburst just now. Huh? By the way, Ash, are you alright? Is your shoulder okay? It's nothing. I can finally feel my arm again. Oh, Ash, my boy, no. Hey, you better watch out when you start dating. You better make him get down on all fours and beg if you want him to live. What? Yeah. Anyway, at least it's been a while. Thank you for the other day. Yes, Teehee, I should be the one to thank you. So what is it you wanted to talk to me about? Well, actually, Wayne explained the situation with the Calvarian spies. I had no idea. At least you're the student council president. Have you heard anything about this? I haven't. Her Highness is back at Flame from Paris preparing for the summer festival, so the usual guards are absent today. Really? So does that mean there's no security? Oh, we still have our regular security guards, but if what you say is true, it doesn't all add up. Yes, regardless of the princess' absence. Lowering the security for daughters of VIPs is indeed an unusual act. Oh, you know what? I do think have I lowered the monitor? Oh, I have. Oh, okay. That explains a bit of trying to get this to be the right one. There we go. Hey, Elise, if you don't mind, let me speak with the head of...
Look! Is that...
Why, it's...
That guy President Elise is talking to.
It's a whole bunch of the female students.
Ooh, it is! It's the Action Chevalier!
Naturally. Don't be like this.
That's right. I heard he became an instructor for Thor's branch campus.
Are those the students?
Look at the boys. That handsome blue-haired one.
Well, good luck, Kurt.
And that blonde one has some real bad boy charm.
You know what? Ash doesn't deserve anything right
The
now.
girl with the pink hair seems super cool.
The silver-haired one is just like an adorable little doll. Wait, and is that?
It appears it's Muse. Well,
Hey, please don't.
I'm sorry for dropping in like this. I'll contact you again later.
Yes, that would probably be for the best.
Shouldn't they be in class?
All right, ladies, break time is over.
No fair, President Elise.
Elise does a good job as being student council president, and of course it's so weird. Why are student councils in some of these video games? Student councils end up being like the be-all and end-all. It's like, oh, something needs to get done. Well, it's time for the student council to do that. Like, why them? Why not some of these issues? Why not the teachers try and solve these issues? Now, obviously, in some examples, like Persona 5, there's good reasons why the teachers aren't fucking doing shit. I heard this school emphasized modesty. Yeah, these girls are about as modest as those bunny-eared chicks we got back home. Well, that's what happens when girls get together. Still, there must be boundaries. Even now, I suspect their heads are spinning with all sorts of wild fantasies. After all, I'm sure some of them simply can't be satisfied with our everyday boy meets girl romance. Hey, how much more yaoi shit do we need to talk about? Will you cut it out? I suppose one can think of it as another world. In any case, we can't proceed carelessly. I'll call Elise later. Let's return to our missions. Understood. Fine, let's get rolling then. There are some places we couldn't check, but something feels weird. It's like security here is kind of thin and weirdly placed. I agree, we still need to make sure we aren't spotted, but it feels like they're deliberately leaving openings for us to slip through. If you ask me, this has got the intelligence division smell all over it. I won't deny that, however, there are still some issues I find puzzling. There are no clues as to the movements of the Calvardian agents. Maybe they're simply not active in the western half of the city, or perhaps they're so stealthy not even the intelligence division can detect them. If that's the case, we're going to have a real tough time. Either way, I think this is as much as we're going to be able to investigate for now. Once we finish things here, let's head out onto the western highway. Understood, we need to take care of the west wanted monster, right? Well, let's go kick its ass quick then. And our AP is increased by 1 for doing all of our investigating. Although, if we head on over with the turbo to the Calvarian embassy, that is a sub-event. By investigating the gate. So this is the Calvarian embassy. Yeah, but something seems off. What is it? It's customary for embassies to be guarded in front by the public or the personnel of the country they're in. In the case of Council, the heimdallr military police are the ones responsible. That's right, there used to be guards posted here. Excuse me, may I help you? Oh, hello, do you work here? Yes, I do. What can I help you with? You don't like Calvardians. I'm afraid you're in difficult times currently, so is there a problem here? Huh? Heimdallr military police? You there, secretary. You should be interacting with citizens like this. And you guys are? We're a forced military academy's branch campus. We began our field exercises near the capital today. Recall hearing about that. If no, could you show me some identification just to be sure? Suppose that someone could be impersonating you. He's a blunt one. Alright.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Ah, Lecter. Perfect timing. Oh. Huh. So, Owen, Major, are you leaving? Yeah, I'm pretty busy. I know them, so there's no need to check their IDs. If that's the case, I understand. Fan's call ring. Both have better things to worry about. Right, if you'll excuse me, then I'll open the gate. My, aren't you lot busy bees early this morning? You never know what you might catch, so you better work hard. I don't need you to tell us that. That was already within expectations. But this is strange, isn't it? Why are the heimdallr military placed inside the embassy instead of being on guard outside? That's true. The presence of an embassy is extraterritorial. I thought that was universally accepted. Well, the situation demands it. We're having them cooperate with us. They requested it from us, so we haven't broken any agreements. I suppose it's a matter of words. One of the government's many tactics, I'm sure. Well, the embassy didn't know about the infiltration either. If we knew they were involved, they'd be deported, so they were understanding. Okay then, catch you later. So hey, at least it means that the embassy isn't involved as much, so he always shows up whenever our field exercises are. So shady. Even if he does work under the Chancellor, like Instructor Claire. He is known as the Scarecrow, and is one of the Ironbloods. Whatever, if I hear one more word about that guy, I'm gonna fall asleep. Let's just go. Yeah, you're right. That was an unusual response. It's as if they're trying to hide the entire existence of Calvert. And we get 2 additional AP for doing that. Bravo us. We can also access the Western Highway now, but first we'll head to the south one for the purposes of the request we have with the museum. I've streamed 2 hours today, because part of it was Boom Factory 5. Now then, let's test the artifact. I think the best way would be to equip it and use it against a nearby monster. Moreover, what will happen if it's still alive? Well, if paired with modern technology, something unthinkable. Probably something unthinkable. For better or for worse. Rumour has it that becoming fascinated with artifacts can lead one to ruin. How stupid. What a load of bullshit, am I right? Indeed, yet we still need to proceed with caution when we can handle it. Yep, that's a good point. With that being said, I'll be the only one to use it this time. Instructor. If it's a required task, wouldn't we be the ones to assume that role? This is a different matter entirely. I refuse to allow my students to use something that is completely unknown. This matter is not up for debate. You're such a... No wonder they call you a glory hound. You're literally the only one who calls him that, but still this is hard for me to accept too. Well, most likely nothing will happen at all, so if something does go awry, all we have to do is take it away from him, no? Affirmative. I'll use Clam Solace. Okay, I can accept that. Now then, I'll be equipping the Eternal Candelabra when you guys see fit. Let's engage in battle. Understood. Let's get this over with. And it gets equipped to Reen's accessory slot number 1 and will not be removed until the quest is completed, so customized properly. In addition, Reen does not have to be designated as an attack member. But regardless, so we have this, and it does give an Arts 300 and Arts Defense 300, read only. So yeah, we'll sort out the party a little bit, just maneuver some things about, put actually music up front for the moment. Actually, I feel like... Actually... I realise that this puts this values like that, so if I do this... for the moment... That just sorts that out for the time being. Let's head to any random encounter you want to go for. Oh, pardon me, and
everyone ready?
The moment that's done, suddenly the skies get all grey and all that. So now we just have to do combat. So blazing fire formation and go.
Second form, Gale!
Here I go! You can't escape! Fire! It's my turn. Yeah!
I got this. You're mine!
It's my turn.
Ha!
I'm going. Yeah! Let's go! It's mine!
You're pretty good with that rifle.
Thanks for covering me.
What was that? Far from normal by any means. Doesn't seem to have a negative impact on its host. Yeah, we're the new class 7 after all. I don't think this will give us any trouble. Let's execute 2 to 3 more battles to gain more intel. Alright, understood. Guess that thing ended up creepier than we thought. Indeed.
Sit!
We'll grab double punish this time, and it
We'll
still
end
does
this quick.
that thing, so again, you know what, we could even spirit unification and such thing.
Spirit unification! I'm up! Let's go!
Wish we still had
Let's
her
go.
with us, because at least I could see a use for her being
Arcane.
about as an order.
Gale. My turn. Yeah!
It's my turn! You can't escape! Fire! It's my turn. Huh?
I'm up! Roar! Healing strike! Sure. Got no time to waste.
And Altina hits
Stats
level
updated.
40. Bum 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 bum. I suppose we could fight this.
Watch out! This is a tough one! You can't escape! Fire! Wide open! Keep it up!
I'm up! Spirit unification! Let's go!
Break through! Sledgehammer!
I feel like Sledgehammer
Let's
is
go.
going to be the better option.
Arcane! Gale! It's down! It's mine! I got this. Hey, you! Rest in peace! Yeah!
Oh,
An
pardon me.
opening!
Yes! Azure wings, shoot! Now's our chance! All in...
Let's go! Arcane! Gale! Now! It's mine!
Here I go! Yeah! Ah! I'm going! Ha!
Let's go! Sit! Sure. It's my turn. Sit! It's down! It's mine!
All right! Ah! Yes! Yeah!
Take this!
There you
All
go.
right, nice work.
You know, to fight 1 and cut 41. Also, Virgo to level 6, giving athletics by default and more on the everything at this point. Just 55% chance now and recover 8%. Dodges EB, so. Oh,
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
bum, 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 bum. Alright, that sounds it. Should be enough to go off for now. Now we know a few of its properties. Devil has the power to alter the weather and the 3 higher elements as well. Yeah, the 3 higher elements are active. Time, space, and large elements that can only be found in ruins. What about that strange looking fluctuation thing? Yeah, like how the monster vanished. No matter what, one thing is certain, this cannot be put on display at the museum. Let's head back and report. Yeah, it's unfortunate for the curators. Better we find out now than them later. D, let's head to the museum in the Lycia district, shall we? Yep. It's an artifact that they can't store. They can't show off. Oh well. Seriously? Oh man, I'm glad I had you guys test that thing. As we feared, its power only activates in combat. And what power too? Artifacts are pretty frightening. From what I've heard, the internal structure of an artifact is a black box that's impossible to analyse. Yeah, apparently there have always been a headache for engineers to figure out. But it said that Professor Epstein, the man who invented ordnance, was able to figure out how artifacts worked. Oh, I didn't know that. Professor Epstein was Professor Smith's teacher, correct? That's right, after his passing, his disciples established the Epstein Foundation in his honour. But he passed away 50 years ago, so there's no way to know for sure how he figured artifacts out. In any event, it seems we need to hand this thing over to the cathedral. Thank you for your help, everyone. Happy to help. So much for that new exhibition of yours. Our apologies. No worries, it happens. I'll just need to find something else for the catalogue. Come on, Ash, don't need to be such a jerk about it. Now, everyone. And the curators store the artifact in the back until it can be turned over to the cathedral. Afterwards, they presented Class 7 with the award for helping with the request. Which nets us some EP Charge 4s and some mirror. Ooh. Oh, so we now have to reapply whatever accessory you decided to have on Win, like the Grail Rocket. It just means that we don't have to deal with status conditions for Win, which is good. Anywho, now with that done, the only real thing to do is, outside of maybe heal everyone, is go to the West Austria Highway. Oh, pardon me. The Westgate Heimdallr. There sure is a lot of foot traffic here. Yeah, and there's even a bus stop. Follow the road, we'll get to Leaves, right? Yeah, but if we walk it take hours. I believe the wanted monster lurks somewhere on a far-off side road. It's a type of dragon, it's going to be formidable. Bring it on! All we have to do is apply what we learned in the keep. Yeah, that's right. Hehe, every now and then you know the right thing to say. Can't let him beat me to the punch. Alright, let's go in and head over. Alright, trust me, we can utilise the bikes. Woo! There are various monsters around here if you really want to deal with them at your own leisure. There's a Subafen over here. This place is pretty close to the railway tracks. The main line to Lemaire after Heimdallr's Leave station. Should we wait and watch the train pass? Oh, speaking of which, haha, perfect timing. What better opportunity for a picture? Maybe I'll snap a photo of the landscape for Vivi. And picture. Alright, that's pretty nice. I'll send it to Phoebe later. Okay, right now.
No, oh.
We'll get a new photo.
Go.
Tomorrow. In terms of the thing there. But there's also quest defense space because we can get another one of those truffles. There's also a chest. If we head on over this way.
Looks like a real tough one.
A holy symbol. That will help us against Deathblow. Oh dear lord, there's going to be Deathblow. Anywho's, right here is one of those truffles that Sandy wants. So this is a moon truffle, right? Well, lucky us. Let's be thankful we noticed it. And we attain a moon truffle.
Let's get going.
On our bike again. And we get a chest with a Celestial Balm EX. Over there's the Carol Imperial Filler. We went there in Coaster 2. We can't go there at the moment, at least not on foot. So we'll just have to make our way around this place still. Anyways.
That enemy is strong. Please
Going
be
around
careful.
that Scorpion, we get a 7th caliber R. This is a space art. Actually, at this point, this pretty much I should probably I'm gonna make a logical case here that we give Ash the Domination Quartz, because Time 1 we're Rumbling Splash usually, which means this will just be stronger automatically. Oh, so do we have any spare attack freeze? We do. Perfect. Do we need to evergreen? Oh yeah, we still do. Okay. Probably can give Muse the 7th caliber. We also have this water one that we can put a thing on. Don't need Athleus, but we can give her health up. Woo! And yeah, this Athleus is now not worth it. Beowulf giving us something else. Doesn't have to be water though, of course. We can always give her something else. In which case, what's Revolution do? High level enemies. Okay. What's Lost Genesis are? Cavalry Edge might be useful just for the bit of HP absorb and the speed. So do that. Effort is. There's better options, right? Yeah, because there's the FS SR and then there's also the Diamond Nova R. A little less in terms of the EP, but it's better overall, I'd argue. So, and Varga doesn't have it, so. Do I have spare HP freeze? No, I don't. Okay, damn it. I don't have better breaks though. Just gives her a light. That's a fade too, because I want to just double check. Kurt, yeah, he does not have a fade free. Okay. Do that. Sirius does not give Holy Breath, huh? Right. Double checking everyone's quartz aside.
There's a little path to the side.
I believe that wanted monster is just beyond there.
Yep.
We're ready to take it on,
Which is
right?
why we're
Let's
going
go.
to chest first, which is more fishing bait.
It's powerful.
Which
we must take care.
We really don't need, but oh well. Sunny's request is a long one, so we do not have to do it too much. And was that a man's voice? Indeed it was. I don't think it was an auditory hallucination. This voice. Everyone! I will lead the way. What, huh? What are you, an idiot? The quicker the decision is made, the better it is.
Somebody help me!
The Second Dominion, ladies and gentlemen. Why?
If I'm going to be eaten, I'd rather it not be in a place like this!
A double-headed dragon! It's the wanted one.
Are you here to save me? It's like the goddess herself has come to pluck me out of Gehenna. Please, do away with this vile creature!
Wow. Looks like he's doing just fine. Yeah, let's just leave him be. Alright, Class 7, subdue the target. Yeah!
This one might be worth my time.
Oh, pardon me. Fire breath! Ah! Well, I'm actually doing it. How farewell.
Let's go!
Let us sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer!
I'm up!
1 S plus or 2 B plus with 300%. I actually don't know which is better.
Gale! It's down! It's mine!
All right,
Let's swap to
you
cut
got this.
Leave it to me.
and utilize blade dance. It means we'll have less blade damage overall because I don't get it. But we snipe that 10 health away from the enemy.
Let's go.
Also, Rain Slash is still going to do nice bits. Like, see, we did it. We broke
It's my turn.
Now to Windblade.
Strike!
I'm going. Ha! Now's our chance.
Too slow!
My turn. Now.
Void Breaker with domination of it. This is going to do a lot of damage.
Where's dessert? That's what you get for being careless. It's down.
An opening!
Yes.
Alright, maybe I'll spend the time using
Heal
Severe
our
Rain.
wounds. Sephiral Rain.
Thanks!
Thanks.
It's my turn! Roar!
Healing strike! It's down!
It's mine.
Let's go!
And since we have a serial was, might as well look at what weaknesses it has. Oh, water and fire. Okay, fair enough. Also, I should have probably said this earlier, 75,265 health. So a lot less than what we've been dealing with in the previous part, but that's mainly just because this isn't a sold out situation. Actually, do we have any good answers for this? Not on car. Okay, well anyways, let's just wait and
Strike!
It's down!
Also, we were able to get our BP back, which is lovely.
My turn. It's down.
An opening!
It's my turn. Ha!
Let's go! Roar!
Healing strike! It's down!
Ooh!
It's mine.
Okay, so yeah, no need to cast them out.
Those were some good moves, Ash.
You expect anything else?
Level ups for multiple people.
I
Oh
grew
yeah,
a
solid
little.
guy. Is it to 42?
Nice.
That's to
Stats
42.
updated.
Oh, Tina to 41. Bum, 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 bum,
Not too shabby.
Bum, bum,
All our training in the keep is paying dividends.
Indeed they are.
You saved me.
Well, anyways, hello, Thomas.
We're just glad you're okay.
You're not injured, are you?
Oh, no, not at all. Thanks to your prompt response to my high-pitched wails for assistance.
So, what are you doing here, Instructor Thomas?
Oh, is that Reen I spy? One of my eager young pupils. It has been an age, hasn't it? I heard through the grapevine that you started work at Thor's branch
And
campus.
who is it exactly that told you?
Huh?
Is a valid question to ask, considering.
Did you say instructor?
So, does that mean Instructor Reen knows him from...
Precisely.
To the surprise of no one, it's Thomas. Ex-instructor.
It is a pleasure to meet you, young members of the new Class 7. I am the former history instructor of Thor's main campus, Thomas Lysander. Currently, I'm stretching my wings a little and doing some work as a freelance historian.
And we're with Reen on this, and what is he really doing? I see, so after leaving the main campus, you went off and did some travelling. Yes, I've taught in historic sites, but after 4 months I was broke. I was reluctantly making my way back to the capital on foot. You're so different from Professor Lindman. Well, he is a teacher at the Imperial Academy after all. But if you were a history instructor, does that mean you taught history, Instructor Reen everything knows about everybody in history? Haha, well I guess you could say that. I must have said, well since you taught history, that means you taught history. History teaches everything taught that. I say it was because of the black records though. Yeah, that's why I could be more proud as an instructor. In more recent news, we've defeated the wanted monster. Would you like to return to Heimdallr with us? Haha, you're all just as kind as Ween. Let's go to Heimdallr then. Oh, and feel free to use your orbital bikes, by the way. No, pardon me. What exactly are you planning? Nothing. This is all just a coincidence. He's so full of it.
Second among the Dominion, in fact. I stand at the right hand of our leader, and am known by some as the Partitioner. But you already know my real name, of course. I've never hidden that from you. I am and shall always be Thomas Lysander.
Rosalie's boss and a true believer of the mystery behind the Black Records. There must be a reason why you remained hidden until now. All these things are coming ahead. But anyway, we did it. We beat the mystery monster. We now have Thomas with us. No, he doesn't have an order. At least I don't think he does.
Let's get going.
Go, go.
But he'll happily widen the sidecar. And if he did, then it'd be a similar situation as with Toa, where we'd only be able to use them in one area. And so it'd be kind of pointless. Oh, if you continue north, you end up at the Carol Imperial Villa. Carol Imperial Villa? What's that? It's a palace that the Imperial family uses for events. I see, so it's connected. It's open to the public this time of year. Yeah, there's a special train at Heimdallr station that you can take to get there. Alright, then why don't we go have ourselves a look and then take the train back? Well, I am a little interested, but we're in the middle of our special op missions. Unfortunately, we must decline. Maybe next time then. Yeah, well. Anyways, onwards we go. Shame there's no, like, drift button. Phew, we're here. I'm truly grateful to you all. Oh, excuse me. There's a short, sir.
Reem, is now a good time? Since the call went through, I'm guessing you're still in the city somewhere, right?
Yes, we had some business to take care of on the highway and we just came back. So, what's up? Well, I just wrapped up a call actually. Called home and was asked to come over for lunch. Told them about you and they said I should invite you. Wouldn't that be a hassle? No, Auntie and Uncle like having guests over. Of course only if you have time with your special op mission, so how about it? Understood, I'll head to your house right now, so where is it? It's in the district you guys were at in the morning. It's the Herschel Jumble Store on Fester Street. Oh, so that place is your home after all. Got it, we're heading right over right now. Okay, I'll be waiting. Teehee, is that Instructor Tower? Are we headed somewhere? Yeah, actually. Irene explained how they was fired over for lunch. I see, I get it now. Haven't seen Toa since she graduated. It would be alright if I came too. I'm sure it'd make her happy. I'll contact her right now that you... Nah, I'm just kidding. I actually have to meet up with someone right now. Someone who's quite stubborn and difficult to deal with. I'm sure they're in the capital somewhere, but our schedules just don't line up. Okay, if you say so. Oh, that's the tram that heads to Main Street. Now, if you'll excuse me, good luck with your field exercises. Yes, goodbye. Thank you for all the help. What help? Here's a copy of the books. I was holding them for you there from Sister Rosie. And we've received a copy of Black Records 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Thank you so much. I'll update you on the newest books eventually too. The new Class 7 looks like a nice group of kids. He's so carefree. How does someone like that even get a job at the academy? He may not look like it, but he's quite strong. He once fought a magic knight with only a noble staff. What? Oh, his appearance says otherwise. No, he may look easygoing, but his moves were extremely methodical. You can't judge a person solely by their looks. Now then, it's almost noon, so let's head to Fester Street. Be rude if we showed up late. I completely agree. Suppose we should wait for the tram then. Well, we don't need to go inward. We can just go to Fester Street through the powers of fast travelling. I love fast travelling. It's so nice to have. Anyway. And we're here at Fester Street, where Toa is waiting. Oh, my back. With that, we and the students were treated to lunch on the second floor of the store Toa's family own.
Sorry for showing up in a big crowd like this.
Oh, nonsense. We've been dying to meet you.
We always knew she went to the same school as the Ashen Chevalier. But when we found out you two were co-workers now, we knew we had to invite you over.
Fair enough.
Hey, Auntie?
Don't get cocky, Reen Schwarzer. You may be famous, but don't think for a second I'll let some dumb celeb like you get with Toa.
I'm sorry, child. You will fail.
Hey, Kai. You're being very rude right now.
I grew up at lively dinner tables like this, so I feel right at home. Yes, it's been some time since I've sat down to such an animated meal. Oh, sorry, Kat, you were waiting for your mum, weren't you? No, I told her I'd be heading back once we were done with our field exercises. Nope. Hey, can I get seconds over here? Of course, dear. I made plenty, so go ahead and stuff yourselves. Hope you girls aren't holding back because you're worried about gaining weight or anything like that. No, if anything, I'd like to gain weight, actually. Oh, Tina, dear. Words like that are apt to make women the world over your enemies. They're all a bunch of good kids. From the sound of it, the class she's in charge of is full of a bunch of characters too. Yeah, but they're all hard workers, every one of them. Toa most of all, though. She's helped me more times than I can count. Haha! She's pretty much always been like that. Her parents and her grandfather probably played a big part in that. I see. She might have told you, but both her parents were scholars, but they passed away when she was young, so she was raised by her grandfather. He was a scholar too, pretty important in the scholarly world actually. He used to be a director at the Imperial Museum you guys visited this morning. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. He was a famous astronomer. Yes, but he too passed away a few years ago. She was already very intelligent, but after that she began studying even harder, to the point where she started to get top grades out of all the schools in Heimdallr. I had thought she'd be going to the Imperial Academy, but she took a scholarship to go to a military academy instead. First I assumed she did it because she didn't want us to worry about paying her tuition, but it seems she had a different reason. Huh. Kind of figure I never asked her why she chose to enroll at Force. I was worried about her since she has a habit of pushing herself too hard. As far as we're concerned, she's our adorable niece and an irreplaceable part of our family. Well, I'll try to help her out as much as I can at work, how about that? Why do that? There's a much simpler way for a man to support a woman. Huh. She's a bit petite and childlike, but she's adorable and great with housework. You two work in the same place, why not just take her as your wife and let her quit? That is very forceful there. Now, Martha, these days it's perfectly normal for a husband and wife to work in the same place. Sure, maybe until they have kids. Oh, but we could help you to take care of your little ones if you needed it. I, for one, like this Martha person. Aunt Martha, Uncle Fred, stop! I should not be okay with this, but it's about Tara, so I'm perfectly fine with it. And that shows the hypocrisy and the double standards I have with every single other optional relationship that Reen Schwarzer can have. After lunch was finished, coffee was served. Really, coffee? The delicious aroma of roasted beans wafted through the house. Tara invited Reen to her room to discuss something. Oh boy, I can't believe they're having mad sex right now. No, it's Tara and Reen. But this just means that Class 7 get to just sit around for a bit and just talk. Although Yuna is helping Martha out, so... Panning shot to the womb! I don't really know what else I can say at this point. Oh, so this is your room, huh? There's a lot of books.
Don't look too closely. It's not very girly, is it? I was thinking about eventually giving this room to Kai, but they all said it was too early to move all my things out.
Haha! Her family must really cherish her. There's so many books here. Did you buy all these?
Oh, no. Most of them were my parents. They studied politics and economics, so a big chunk of the books are on those two topics.
Fair play. Oh, wow.
The room next door was my grandpa's office. There are a ton of books in there, and not just about astronomy. Come to think of it, I've spent most of my life surrounded by books.
I can picture that. Sometimes I omit the ha-has. I've been wondering, what made you decide to go to a military school? Huh? I mean, Force is a prestigious place and all, and graduates don't always join the military, but with your grades and how smart you are, you could have gone to any number of other prestigious schools. Why Force? Well, the scholarships were good at Force, but besides that... pardon me. I feel that military matters were unavoidable here in Erebonia. Maybe it's just nationalism or our country's traditions, but martial issues have always been valued highly here. There's the history of power struggles and rising arsenals between the Imperial Army and the Provisional Armies, and then there's hundreds of years of conflict with Calvert. That's probably the biggest factor in our country being so wary. Personally, I don't like war, but I believe in this day and age there won't be any avoiding it. Grandpa told me that if you want to find the truth, you have to look for it in both the good and the bad. I think that might be why I chose Force. The core of things like the military or martial arts is power, no violence. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be saying things like this to someone who practices swordsmanship like you. Don't worry, I won't say any of this to the students. No, it's okay, I understand that feeling, but wow, fearing violence yet trying to find answers by immersing yourself in it. That's not something you can do without the right amount of knowledge or determination. I'm impressed. I almost want to start calling you President Toa again. Hey! Oh, I almost forgot. Look over here, Wing. Pictures! Oh, that picture there, is that when you were younger? No, that wasn't it. Sorry for playing. I was really like to get a closer look at these, though. Well, if you really want to, you can, but... No, little Toa. Oh, little Toa. These are your parents. Yeah, shortly after we took this flight, they got in an accident while travelling abroad. Then when they were back from the International Academic Conference in Crossbow when their airship crashed. I see. I think I remember hearing that. Wow, and this must be the grandpa I've heard so much about. Yeah, I was Grandpa's little girl, so I was always with him. We went to museums together, sometimes he'd sneak me into lectures, like that dastardly devil. Well, that's quite the childhood. And of course, there we've got the picture that's there if you beat Chelsea Coldsteel 1. Oh, this is a picture from the school festival. I got the same one on my desk too. Kind of think of it, this is the only picture we took with all of us together like this. Yeah. Shame. Ah well. Yeah, you're right. I have the one from Generation 2, but I like this one better. Yeah, I agree. And of course, pictured there is the thing from the festival that they did with the whole rock thing. That's from the first concert video from your first year you showed me, isn't it? Really is quite a bold costume. Ween! Sorry. Huh? A picture of Toa with Angelica, Georgian and Quo. Is this from your first year at the academy? Yes, I guess I've never shown it to you. We took that picture back when the four of us were testing the Arcus. Angie and George knew each other from their time in Rua. Quo and Angie were always fighting back then. But all his jokes and his laid-back attitude were just to cover up his true goals. Yeah, maybe Angie noticed that about him from the start, but instead of Sarah taught us, and we'd help each other out when we were in a pinch. Four of us were each in different classes, but we became best friends regardless. Toa. That's why I understand why you feel the way you do about Class 7. Here, this is what I wanted to show you. It's a gift from me. A book. This is... full of things. After graduation, I asked Fidelio from the photography club to make a little album of Class 7, and he gathered up all the pictures taken by Rex, the other students, and the instructors. I thought this would be a perfect thing for when Class 7 got together again. Toa. Thank you, really, for everything. You guys worked so hard for over a year. This is the least I could do for you. Me, Angie, George, all the other students and the instructors, even Crow. We all liked seeing Class 7 happy and smiling together. I'll make sure they all see this. As early as tonight, actually, provided I can get hold of them all, that is. I see, well, I hope everything works out. Me too. I'll prioritize our field exercises, of course.
You hear that, everyone? We're going to be starting our afternoon mission soon, so get yourselves in gear.
Of course there were prying eyes. And ears.
Crap. I knew I should have switched to stealth mode.
Damn, what's with this presence sensing crap of his? Maybe he's just good at sniffing people out?
If that's the case, maybe he'd be vulnerable to a little pheromone and
damn it, Bruce. And Kurt was there, but he didn't respond to that.
Our apologies. We were coming to get you and heard your voice.
Yeah, we figured we shouldn't interrupt.
Oh, yeah? Well, I figured you two were getting hot and heavy in there.
I like you, Ash.
Ash! Cut it out, you!
In any event, you plan to meet the others from the old Class 7 tonight, correct?
Well, we're stuck writing all our reports for the day.
Yep.
Oh, well, no. Nothing's set in stone just yet, you know? You'll back me up here, Right, Kurt?
Sorry, that's simply not possible.
Damn it, Kurt! You had one job! After the commotion had settled down, Winanover said their thanks and left the Herschel store. They saw Toa back to the field exercise camps and then set off to assume their special op missions. As one does. By the way, it seems like none of the forces have been able to capture that unit yet, but they appear to be on the move at least. They're supposed to be extremely covert. Understood. It's a little creepy. Yeah, we should try to collect more information this afternoon. Alright, be careful. Contact the camp if anything happens, okay? You should be able to reach us while you're in the sea. Understood. Thank you for all your hard work. Bye, Toa. We'll see you later. Man, I always miss seeing her. Do we have any more requests for the afternoon? Yeah, we just received some from City Hall. And now we've got 2 new quests. We have a not required widening the orbital waves, where there's repeated issues with the communication device occurring, which requires us to go to the orbital factory. Yeah, see, I knew all along. And there's danger under hoof at the heimdallr racetrack, which means we've got to go there now. A workshop on the main street and the heimdallr racecourse. Oh, nice. You're awfully keen, Ash. Horse racing is a form of gambling in Erebonian, right? I must admit I kinda like to try it, but I'm worried about those agents. We should search for information in the areas we haven't been to yet. You're right, in that case we should probably stop by Draco's Plaza. Draco's. The person who comes up in every history all the time? Yeah, the Lionheart Emperor. He's also the one who created Force. It's the gigantic square in front of the castle we saw this morning. It's packed with tourists. I see. We should definitely go there. But Draco's Plaza and the raid course are pretty far from each other. How about we visit Draco's Plaza first? After that we can stop by anywhere else we need to do while we do the voluntary requests. Then we'll finish up at the race course. Yeah, that seems like the most efficient way. That would be a wise use of our time. Alright, we'll now resume our special ops missions. Let's first head to Draco's Plaza and then we'll think about what to do next. Once we finish everything we need to do, we'll head to the heimdallr race course. Alright, let's get going. Woo! Locations have been determined. Of course, there are things here. Sub-offense. Naturally, of course, that one will still be the book thing. But heading over here, it would appear that Fred we can play Mantis Masters against. The kids got me into playing it, but I tried to take it easy on them. If you have the time, would you like to play against me? I don't know if I'm any good, but sure. And now we can play Mantis Masters against Fred. I warned you, I'm pretty good, alright? Well, I'm just going to quickly re-alter my deck so we're not too fire heavy and we can have some of our good old Earth cards back. Oh yeah, we're Tarbis. We'll put that in the deck. Why not? And that'll do. We'll stick with what we got then from this before, and Rich. That's how he's doing.
Go easy on me.
He's able to do more plays in terms of the mana, and we go first this time. But we start with fine. We'll throw the Polite out, see if we get something else. We got another Polite. Okay, fair enough. Fucking, we're not shuffling our deck properly, Reen. I'm just going to point that out to you. Well, I think that means we've sorted our strategy out quite quickly. Of course, the cost 3 there of doing 4 damage to a target is going to mean that our Blinks could very well be dead this turn. Or we take the damage instead. I'll take it, but damn it again. We can only up the attack, so let's play our cards. Then now let's give us more attack because we can utilize the skill anyway. We don't want to attack this time with it. Take out the archer. I think that's the better way. And then we'll end our turn. We have a field, which means we can counter whatever play is being done. Maybe not. Not entirely. We guarantee kill this. And this. And now that leaves the witch wide open for us to murder. Yay! And yeah, I'm getting rid of one of my cards, but that grants us a blaze. Well, I for one like the situation we're in. And there it's going for the master instead of the blinks. Oh, and we've now got our water thing. Actually, hold on. These start with like the same stats. Why does this cost more? Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, Darkcom. You know what? We'll take Darkcom out. We'll just guarantee it's not going to be getting in our way. There we go. We're guaranteed to win because he can't get rid of our master in the time required. I mean, oh yeah, because the seal, but yeah, no, hang on, yeah. Blinks is free. Tarbis is free, but Tarbis costs one more. Is it solely just because of the when these play draw a card thing? Man, card game balance is whack.
You got me.
Anyways, we murder the master and we get some Neptunos for our victory. Yeah. Also heading into the general store, there is now a sub-event which we were not able to see in the morning. Because we weren't allowed up here, obviously. It is not here, it's on the next floor. Damn. Okay, right. Up another floor, back to Toa's room, where there's a book we can read the bunch of. We can read Panzer Soldat Almanac, which is from 1206, so this current year, actually, calendar year-wise in the game. So we've got Dragon 2, Spiegel S, heimdallr 2, Kestrel Beta, Goliath Noah, Performance Specs, that sort of thing. Crossbow Travel Brochure. It just highlights all the stuff. Understanding Board Games, where there's talks about chess, checkers, backgammon, dominoes, cards, and blade, and also Vantage Masters. And Gazard Star. And there's also a book about the Northern War. Still better than that fucking mobile game by 1,000,000,000%. And this was written by Nilsson. He is an important NPC that has not shown his face in Erebonia until Cold Steel 4. At least in game-wise. We'll see him in Cold Steel 4, spoiler alert, but still. Anyways. Out we go! For that's all we shall be doing here on Festa Street. Anyway, Dragos Plaza, we have to go there. Yeah, pardon me, but also, my throat. Whoa! This must be Dragos Plaza. Okay, something definitely didn't feel right just then, but oh well. Phoebe's about just doing the whole taking picture thing. Welcome to Dragos Plaza. My, but there's so many tourists here today. Well, this plaza and the Imperial Palace are the biggest tourist attractions. So this is Flamefell Palace. I saw it from the station, but I still can't believe it. So that big ass pile of bricks is where the Emperor and the Chancellor look down on us from, huh? Yep, and that statue in the middle must be everyone's favourite big shot Emperor you keep going on about in history class. Emperor Dracos, the Lionheart. Well, let's look around as we make our way to Flamefell Palace. You should take note of anything that catches your attention. I noticed Kenneth. He's doing a bit of fishing. I certainly will. So yeah, there's a couple of NPCs about that we may recognise, like Phoebe's here. I believe this is that Lunar Kid, yep. So that means this is Lord Quidden. He's about. And of course over here is Kenneth, but cutscene. Flamefell Palace is really amazing up close. It's like a tiny ass little mountain. Including the spires, it's 180 yards high. It is without question the tallest building built by the Empire, and it was even taller when it was turned into the Infernal Palace and pain misery. However, it pales in comparison to Orcus Tower, which stands at 250 yards. You don't need to be nice to me or anything. You can really sense the history surrounding it. Yeah. For standard security. Cut. Just noticed those guards aren't leaving any openings. They truly are living up to the reputation of the Imperial Defense Force. Oh yeah, I heard some people back at the girls' school called them that. Yeah, so before the Imperial Guardsmen from the Provisional Army used to be the ones who protected Felfine Palace, they were disbanded after the Civil War and replaced the Imperial Army's newly founded Imperial Defense Force. Every member is well versed in 100-form military combat. The hell is that? It's a form of swordsmanship used by the Imperial Army. Yeah, here's a combination of Arseid and Vanderstars. Well, I've technically set my father in the Viscount teach at least. I'm sure they're more than capable of fulfilling that role. Cut. Oh, you guys are... And enter the main campus. Minus Cedric. Why, do our jurisdictions overlap? Teehee, precisely. Good day, members of Class 7. I'm sorry for interrupting your tour of the capital. This is part of our special op missions. So you say, but it seems like you were enjoying a relaxing stroll around the Imperial Palace. It's already the afternoon. Will you be able to finish with such a slow pace? Well, we have our own way of doing things. I heard you guys been doing a good job with your civic security activities. Huh? Where's the prince? Where's your instructor? The prince and our instructor has some business to attend to in the palace. We finished our assignment, so we came here to greet them. I see. Huh, you guys are quite the loyal lapdogs. Stop it. So, how far are you on your investigation? That is, if you wouldn't mind telling us. Yeah, sure. We reported the progress they made this morning. I see. Interesting. I see. Got something to say to us? No, sorry, just sounds to me like you didn't accomplish very much. On the other hand, we put up many promising leads this morning. By the end of the day, we should have plenty of actual results. Serves you right for wasting your time helping the community. What a jerk. So, an outsider wants to talk about the important special op missions. Excuse me, we were just stating the facts. With the current state of the capital, which is more beneficial, your actions or ours? Well, that is a tough one. I mean, it's not exciting, but it's not exactly pointless either. Hey, don't relent so easily. Hey, now let's all calm down. First one has their way of doing things. This is Class 7. You guys can compete, but it's not a waste. Besides, if we put all our eggs into investigating the spies, we may get blindsided by something else. Huh? Are you saying that there are other threats? No, I'm just saying it's good to have multiple perspectives. Didn't you guys deal with the aftermath of the society in Northumbria? Well, I graciously accept your boarding. Well played, Instructor Wayne. Phew, I think I was getting too hot-headed. Multiple perspectives. Oh, it seems things are heating up over here. Enter Cedric and Neihart. Prince. Better be on your best behavior. Looks like your master's here. What coincidence it is running into you here. Prince. Well, are you quarrelling? No, there are no issues here. Seems like you've concluded your business. Yes, I wanted to take care of a few things regarding the party 2 days from now. Now let us recommence our civic security activities. Yes, Your Highness. And along comes a car to take them on their merry way. Regarding the Cavalarian squads, they seem to be more skilled than we initially thought. If you count them, please be careful. That is all. Good luck. And off they go by car, which is how they're able to travel around so fast. What was that? When we want to go somewhere, we force the overwalk or take the tram. Must be nice to be them. Come on, let's just do our best now. Back to our special op missions. What do you want to do? The required request is at the racecourse. There's an optional one from the workshop on the main street as well. Looks like the situations in the other districts have changed since this morning too. Let's make our rounds again, then head to the racecourse. Which is the hint that you should ideally still make your way around through all the other places if you desire to. You don't have to, but, you know. Anyways, as I was saying before we got cutscene, Kenneth is here fishing with Annabelle. And we got one of those. Okay, right, time to go onto the app. And pardon me. On the burp. Stream manager. Ban user. Ban. There we go. Cheap viewers on bullshit. When was that? Oh, when was that whisper? Why not just ask me on Discord? Alright, pardon me, I've been asked something. I'm just going to make sure to check, see if that's... No, oh no, the thing on Discord was something else. Completely.
Now...
Why did they not ask me on Discord? Oh, whatever. I'm going to assume that means I'm needed for something. In which case, this is probably a good time to end the part then. We'll look at Kenneth and be like, hello, Kenneth, what do you have to say? Oh, it's been a new Class 7. It's been a while, guys. Have you heard? The fishing expedition is finally close at hand. It will be held on the first day of the summer festival. That's only 2 days away. So I decided to make it part of the festivities then. It's going to be held out on the highway. I usually fish alone, so I'm not unaccustomed to being in a big group. I can't contain my excitement. Even if we end up facing each other, I won't lose to you, Kenneth. Yeah, I'm going to give it my all. Well, they're obviously having elation out of all of that. So I think I'm going to be needed for something, which means I'm going to end the part here. Next time, we'll go and do the afternoon stuff, and then we'll carry on with the game as far as we need to go for the next part. So, anyone who's watching this on Twitch, I hope you enjoyed. You can follow if you want to try and get notified by Twitch, although Twitch may sometimes not do that, which is a little annoying. And, of course, naturally, those that watch the VODs on YouTube, you can subscribe and you can look at all the other ones. So, until next time, I'll see you all. Bye-bye.